I was never not dancing. So I never saw it as something that I would ever give up. But I also did not think that it would be how I would make a living, you know. Um, it wasn't until I started choreographing that I thought, oh, I want more of this, you know. And I think it was just because it was such a, it not only was it my first time, it was a lot of firsts. My first time applying for arts funding from Miami-Dade County Cultural Affairs. My first time setting a work. We presented it on a mobile stage outside of the MoCA in North Miami and Little Haiti Cultural Center. Um, it was all about HIV stigma. And so the dancers in the piece, some of them were HIV positive, some of them were not, some of them were just kind of affected by it because of relatives or friends or family, just being changed by someone that has HIV. And during the process of the rehearsals, um, and I was working at a free clinic at the time that focused on HIV prevention. Um, One of the dancers chose to get tested, and they found out that they're HIV positive. And then at that point, the piece went from just being like this dance that we were making about stigma to something that was actually being lived in the moment. And the dance became a container that held this experience. Um, and so it was my first time choreographing, but also my first time being part of a choreography, whether I was someone else's dancer or the choreographer. It was my first time ever recognizing that dance could do something that um, public health professionals, psychologists, policymakers, doctors couldn't do, which is discuss the undiscussable. Dance has that ability to do it because it kind of subverts that first layer, I think, of defense that we have because of language, you know. And that's how I knew that this was the right thing.